So we actually just wrapped up filming this video. It took us over an hour, and before I get into it and show you guys, we just want to make a quick disclaimer. A lot of these items are from the bins, so we've been having great luck sourcing there. We love it. So if you have not checked out your local bins, you definitely should. If you don't have a local bins, drive an hour and a half to do it. We do it. Let's get in this video. What's going on YouTube? So it's Martin
and Christina
from Thrift Store Gold back at you with another video. So today's video, we're doing a gold that's sold. We're gonna go through our whole 60-day total on our eBay, which is...
We're currently at 185 sold and a total of $4,435.97.
So sit back, relax. We're gonna go over all of our sales, and we're gonna, before we even break into them, I want to disclaim that this is our method of selling on eBay. So we buy for really cheap, from $1 to less than $1 to free, and then we sell it for whatever it sells for. So some of these sales are $10, $8, but some of them are up to like 70, 30, 40. So they range all through around, and we pretty much buy everything for about just $1.
Yeah, we usually, like on items we pay up for, we get so few of, that's the free items that we get really work it out to be that everything costs $1.
Pretty much. So I'm gonna cut this intro. We'll be right back.
Alright guys, so now that we're back, we're gonna go through our 185 sales, and to start it off is this Gap Jaguar shirt that we found a very long time ago, as you can tell from the pictures.
Oh yeah.
But it sold for $10 plus $3.99 shipping, so we were not unhappy with that one.
That's a decent sale.
The next thing that sold, another old one, so our old inventory was moving then, but a Hard Rock Cafe zip-up hoodie. This was from, oh no, Orlando, Florida. So it sold for $20 plus $3.99 shipping. So that was a good sale for us.
That's not bad.
So the next thing that sold on our list of items was this Vera Bradley wallet. It was actually a cooler one, had like a little ID slot, whatever. We picked it up at the bins. It was $15.29 plus $3.99 shipping. So very good sale for us. So the next thing that sold, this was really exciting for us. We picked this one up at the bins. Martin was sure this was gonna sell. It's a Highland Trek 24-inch rolling duffel bag, but it sold for $40 plus $9.99 shipping. And this one actually we shipped out in a poly bag, and I was so nervous, but it made it. So.
It made it there.
Next one that we had was a 2015 Rugby South Africa ball. Sold for $17 plus $3.99 shipping.
We were selling a lot of these old rugby balls, but this was the only one in this whole list.
Really?
Yeah.
This was one right before or right after we had lost one for like 5
days.
There's
a couple items in here that we'll have to get into some stories of how we just could not find them.
So next one on our list though was this Under Armour hoodie. It actually did not have a size tag on it, as you can see description right in the title, but it still sold for $15.29 plus $3.99 shipping. So
that's really good.
Good flip for us.
Good flip for us.
This next one was actually, I think, a book that we picked up from Savers, but it's a vintage 1971 Sesame Street book. So it was actually really cool to look through it, like the graphics and stuff. They were so much different, like the Elmo that like I know. But anyways, that sold for $10 plus $3.99 shipping. So for a book for us, that was a good flip. The next thing that sold was a lot of 2 stuffed animals from Kohl's. Again, as you can tell from this picture, very old. Very old.
I think I took these pictures using window lights.
Literally, yeah, you can see the shadows. Whew. But that sold for $13.59 plus $3.99 shipping, and those we actually picked up from the garbage. Next thing that sold, this was really exciting, was a Vera Bradley, another big tote.
We love Vera Bradley.
We love Vera Bradley. So this sold for $45 plus $3.99
That's really
shipping.
Cool.
And it actually sold in a day.
Wow.
So this...
What pattern is it?
I'm sure it's Flower Shower. I don't know if it was the pattern or if it was the tote that sold, but sold like that. Next thing that sold was a London Fog women's coat. It actually sold for $30 plus $3.99 shipping. So we do really well with coats and London Fog actually. So when we found this at the bins, we knew we had to pick it up.
Oh yeah, we love London Fog.
Yes, we do. Next thing that sold, Martin actually found these. And since then we have picked up Lee performance pants and have sold more, so I don't know if they're in here or not.
They might be, I don't know. I went through this so quick getting these
yeah.
screenshots.
Some of them are sold on Poshmark too, so that's another story. But these sold for $17.99 plus $3.99 shipping, so we were very, very pleased with that. We actually picked these up at Dollar Tag Day when we went back for like the first time a while ago.
Sorry for Finn, he's hacking up a storm.
He just drank a lot. You'll have to excuse him. Next thing that sold though, this was ridiculous. We had 15 or like 20 likes on Poshmark, like 12 watchers on eBay, and like it was only $12.99. I was like, really? Someone's gotta buy it. And then finally someone offered us $10 for it, but it was actually a bathing suit of mine that I spent $40 on at Target. So that's a loss, but it's okay.
That's okay.
I couldn't fit into it anymore.
She had it for like how many years? 1 or 2 years?
Oh no, like 6 or 7.
6 years. Oh,
so like snap. It was old. It was like a high school. Yeah, whatever.
This is something we paid up for.
Yes.
This is something we paid up for.
So we paid $10.39 at Goodwill, and it was up for maybe a week. And then we got an offer of $70 plus $3.99 shipping. So very pleased with that. That was something, like you said, we paid up for it, so we were a little, I guess, risky on it, but we
took a risk. We knew, well, she comped it and she was pretty sure that was sell, and we do know that there's treasure out there to be, like, if you spend, like, yeah, just $10. But for us, we like to just buy the bulk of stuff. So we can get stuff, shirts and stuff at the bins for under $1 to go out sourcing every day and spend $10 on 3 items. It just seems crazy to us to buy 3 items for $30 when we could go buy 30 items for $30.
A whole bins haul.
Yeah, seriously, like our bins hauls usually are around 30 to $60 in that range.
Yeah, last one was the most expensive.
Last one was about $80 at that rate, but.
But next thing that sold was this men's Tommy Hilfiger extra small. So extra small does sell, but it was a lamb's wool sweater. We had this one for a while and actually went through like 3 rounds of pictures, and I almost lotted it together with something else, but it finally sold for $19 actually, plus $3.99 shipping. So very excited about that. And then this book we actually got for free. It was huge. I don't know how else to describe it, like gigantic.
Like it wouldn't fit in the screen right here.
But it sold for $13.59 plus $3.99 shipping. So nothing crazy for its size, but because it got to go medium mail, it was cheap. So this was exciting. This actually came from Duncan.
Shout out Duncan.
Yes. This was an 1821 Philadelphia Liverpool letter. And it actually sold for $42. And there were 2 bids on it.
That's cool.
Plus $3.99 shipping. And then this one as well had tons of viewers and watchers on it on eBay. Took forever to sell, but it finally sold for an offer of $30. I actually remember one time somebody asked me and was like, could you discount me like 50% and then I'll buy it? And I was like, no. So whatever, it finally sold for $30 plus $3.99. And then next, I actually was so mad that it took me so long to list these. These pacifiers sold within a day. So quick. And we had them in a death pile for a while, but they sold for $15 plus $3.99 shipping. 8
sitting there.
Pacifiers that we picked up from the garbage that were like...
Yeah, we found that in the garbage actually.
They were brand new in like the package, but I took them out of the little plastic packaging because, I mean...
I bought them together.
Next thing that sold for us, so another jacket, but a $25 sale on this Columbia. It was a women's like interchangeable jacket, so you can have one and then another, but the inner shell was missing, so it just had the outer one, but it still sold for $25 plus $9.99 shipping.
Not bad. From $1 to $25. Exactly. Take it all day.
This is hilarious to me. So
this is funny.
These leggings are from Walmart. They were my old leggings, and I probably paid $3.49 like retail price.
You probably can still go get them for $3.49.
Yes. $7.50 plus $3.99 shipping is what they sold for. So I doubled, I doubled my
100%.
Yeah, 100% profit.
Yeah.
I don't know how we struggled so hard there, but it's not a bolo, not one to be on the lookout for. It took months to sell, so just know that.
It was just, we had a lot of our old clothes that we didn't want, and we figured why not just try to sell them before we donate them.
Exactly. And $7.50 right there. Oh,
why not?
$7.50 right there.
Yeah, right there. We keep staring at our phone. We got the phone right here, so that's why we keep looking down.
I know,
if you guys
we apologize.
wondering.
This is where I'm getting all my information
Yeah.
from. But next thing that sold was, this is pretty cool. It looks black and yellow on the screen, but it's actually blue and yellow. But we picked this up from the bins, and it was like this vintage Nautica, like it was full of patches and embroidered.
Yeah, like the thick, heavy patch.
Oh yeah, it was really nice. Sold for $20 plus $3.99 shipping. This one, I was iffy on the offer, but it had been up for a little while, and I was kind of wanted to get it out because it was bulkier, so we accepted $20, but I still think that was a pretty decent flip for what it was. And then next thing that sold,
this is funny.
These are a pair of Martin's old Nike Pro leggings.
So I probably paid like $50 for each of these at the time.
Literally, and they actually, so when they did sell, we made a video saying that they sold, and they were 2 different sizes. So it does go to show that they can, 2 different sizes can sell in a lot together.
Yeah.
But also medium and large are a very common size that a lot of people can fit into. So maybe stick with sizes like that. But yeah, so those sold for $15 plus $3.99.
And since they were mine, I knew that the medium ones fit like the large ones. That's why I bought like the large ones. So
exactly.
We put that in the description, but
yes, we did. We
digress.
We put in the description with measurements, actually. When I have 2 different, this is not the, well, that's not the first like multi-size item listing that we have, so I always make it a point to add the measurements in the description for those ones, because it's kind of important when people, like, some people don't always realize that they're 2 different sizes.
Yeah.
But we digress. Anyways, next thing that sold was this pair of men's Banana Republic 33 by 32 modern fit relaxed chino pants.
Not bad.
So they sold for $15.99, our full asking price plus $3.99 shipping. So the next one that sold was this men's Nautica, like, sweater vest, pullover, I guess you could call it. I don't know. It sold for $10 plus $3.99 shipping, but as you can tell, it was an old one, so we were happy to get that one out. It actually, this literally, we used to have a table with a white cloth stapled to the bottom. I stapled it all the way to it. And I would have to stand on top of it and take the picture because I was too short to be able to like get the whole shirt, whole picture or whatever. And so I would always constantly get my toes in the picture or like part of my leg, so I'd have to crop that all the time. So that's why like these early on pictures are like super skinny because
they have like the borders.
Yeah. But anyways, that sold for $10 plus $3.99 shipping, so that was a good flip for us. This next one that sold was actually a Build-A-Bear, new with tags, with a sound in it, so it sang, and I still have this stupid song stuck in my head, but it sold for $28.04 plus $3.99 shipping. We actually picked this one up from the garbage as well, so this was a really cool flip for us.
We had a huge garbage haul video a while ago.
Huge.
From that.
But next thing that sold, this we actually picked up from the bins, and it sold within I think like 2 days.
This was quick.
But it was a men's ThermaFit hoodie, or those really nice ones. But it sold for $15 plus calculated shipping, and for some reason our shipping, anytime it's calculated, says $7.85, so I don't actually know what they paid for shipping, but it was around that. Next thing that sold was this, it's called an Ashley Bell porcelain collectible doll. It's an African-American little working doll, so it sold for $22.09 plus calculated shipping. So those dolls, we have a few other porcelain dolls listed. We've had them listed for about 2-3 months now, I'd say. They could be doing better. I feel like that's something that we probably don't niche into well, or they just don't do well. So I don't know if porcelain dolls are really a bolo, but it did sell for a good profit for us.
Not bad.
Next thing that sold for us, I knew these would sell right away, but they were bike shorts from Under Armour. So women's large, they sold for $12 plus $3.99 shipping. This one, I actually sent this woman this offer of $2.50, and she was like, God bless you.
I know, I saw that comment.
Thank you so much.
She loved it.
But so $2.50 plus $3.99 shipping. Comps weren't really more than that, and so I was like, make some
I mean, we probably grabbed it from the bins thinking it could be worth something. And we probably paid, what? How much?
It's like 99 cents a pound for a book, and this was literally, it's
a
4
thin
pages.
Paper,
like,
yeah.
I mean, it's the Great Pumpkin of Charlie Brown. Like, how much can it be? Next thing that we had sell was this Greg Norman men's quarter zip up. So this is the first of this brand that we had picked up, but since then have picked it up. So this sold for $15 plus $3.99 shipping.
Not bad.
Really fast too. So
super fast.
Then maybe that's one to be on the lookout for. Next thing, we picked up from the bins in like February. We were so excited that it was Pendleton. Yeah. We were like, yes!
We got it on dollar tag day when we were still going.
Oh my gosh, I still remember bragging to Zach, like, you're never gonna guess what we found at dollar tag day.
That was great though. Finding Pendleton on dollar tag day, like,
it
that
was
cool.
amazing.
But
so we had it since February, and it sold for $18 plus $3.99 shipping. So
it wasn't fast for us.
Wasn't fast, wasn't a great. It was listed at $26.
It was just a regular like turtleneck though.
It wasn't.
It wasn't anything
like
crazy like
the
what Steve Rakin says to get.
But next thing that sold was a Buddy the Elf hoodie pullover. This sold for $15 plus $3.99 shipping, and we had this one for a while. But we anticipated it going somewhere towards Christmas time, so we were happy with that.
Another dollar tag.
Next thing that we had was this Ralph Lauren men's. It was like this bright orange. It was actually super cool.
Yeah.
Only sold for $10 though. I was kind of disappointed because the color was so cool, but it was still a good flip. Plus our $3.99 shipping.
Get it out.
Yes. This shirt, let me just tell you guys, Nike men's shirts can be folded up into the smallest little square possible, because this was in the bottom of a bin, scrunched into like this big, and I could not find it anywhere, and we literally had to empty I had to empty the bins out to try and find this. Sorry, this was before Martin had to help me with eBay, but like, so just, if you have these shirts, be careful because you could lose it, so whatever. It sold for $17.99 plus $3.99 shipping. So
that's a good tip right there.
A good flip for us. Yeah, be careful. This was a really good flip. This was a Coach Women's Penelope crossbody bag. So this sold for $42 plus $3.99 shipping. All of these, I think there's a few more Coach purses in here, maybe one more, but they came from my aunt, so we are doing 50-50 with her. So she was generous enough to give us to sell for her, so we're excited to be able to get these out for prices like this,
and to help her out.
Exactly, and to be able to help her like clear out some stuff,
get some extra cash,
as I'm staring at a tote that I need to give back to her. But sorry, I digress. I was trying to get to the point that if you look in all Coach bags, there is a style number on it if they are real, and you should be able to look that style number up and come across the name of the bag. So that is what I think helps sell this bag, is that I put the name Penelope crossbody in there, because when people know what Coach bag they want, they're gonna search it up by that, not the style number, obviously.
Pays to do your research.
Yes, it does. Took me a while to find it though. Sometimes you gotta be like, you gotta look on different platforms, just Google search it, put it into eBay, like literally do all of it, and eventually you should come across it. Next thing that we had sell was another old one, but it was a Chaps Ralph Lauren men's, like light red, I guess. Oh, I had light red in here. Button up shirt. So this sold for $13.49 plus $3.99 shipping, and this was actually before we had any idea that Chaps and Ralph Lauren had vintage clothes together, so it was a good flip on our end.
Wasn't bad.
This is actually funny. So we got these from Dogs of Finsta Media. We had 2 of these, and both of them actually sold in here, but this one sold for $17.99 plus $3.99 shipping, so some Jason Aldean t-shirt. Just basic, but good flip, especially for free.
Not bad for us.
So next thing that sold was so I guess that other extra small hoodie that I was talking about, Tommy Hilfiger, was the first one that sold from the lot, because this is the second one that sold that I was like, oh wow, they ended up both selling. $20 plus $3.99 shipping, and it's an extra small, like, weird pattern, ugly green, but hey, whatever.
Hey, if you're into that, you're into that.
Next thing that sold, we were so happy to finally get this one out. It was Tow Mater. He was a little toy. Battery car, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he turned on and stuff.
I did not know that. I thought this was like a little Dollar Tree plastic toy.
I didn't know till we were shipping it out, so.
That's cool.
Sold for $14.39 plus $3.99.
At least the buyer knew what it was.
I know. Wow, this is such a good picture.
Oh wow, that looks really nice.
But this was an Under Armour women's large sports bra. It's white if you guys can't see it. It sold for $12 plus $3.99 shipping, and I'm surprised it didn't sell for like $1 because that is a terrible picture. I think
that's probably one of the pictures you tried to take with the Canon.
Yeah.
And it just was, you just could not get the lighting right.
Yeah, after we dropped it in sand, when something was white, it wouldn't pick, it would do that. It would like, whatever. Yeah, once the camera got in sand, it was done.
It's game over. We're still using it.
So this was a salty one for us because I'm pretty sure the Eagles had beat us the day before then this sold. Yeah. So this we had for a little while, as you can tell as well. This was before we had our lights. We used our actual lamp shade, and I would hold it in kind of, and then we had this yellow light, so you can kind of see that in like the corner over there.
Real bad.
But it was a Philadelphia Eagles small quarter zip hoodie, so it sold for $14 plus $3.99 shipping, and I was very salty shipping.
Could you imagine if the buyer was like from Philadelphia and they saw we were a seller from Buffalo selling that, and they bought it and they said, "Ha, we just kicked your butt" or something? Could you imagine that if someone did that to you on eBay? Thing
our town does not say Buffalo, or else I would probably have canceled the order.
Nah, I would have been like, "Hey, you're still paying me." I would have sent there. I paid $1 for this. You paid $15. Like, who's the real loser?
Who's the loser?
No, I'm just kidding.
Next thing that we had sell was a pair of kids Carhartt bibs.
This is a cool sale.
So it was so cute. Martin found these at the bins, and these actually retail are about $56. So being that they were used, they still sold for $33.99 plus $3.99 shipping.
We got them so cheap.
So cheap, and they squish up small enough into a padded flat rate envelope.
Oh
so
yeah,
it only
they did.
Cost us $7.55 to ship. Next thing, this was actually the softest t-shirt I've ever felt, but it's from Ralph Lauren, the Pima Cotton Soft Touch. It was a large and sold for $18 plus $3.99 shipping.
We'll take it.
Next thing was a pair of medium Victoria's Secret pink yoga leggings. Yoga pants.
Yoga leggings.
Anyways, yoga pants. They sold for $13 plus $3.99 shipping. $13 to $15 is usually the average price we can get them to sell for, but I always list them for $17.99 because any pair of leggings that I've listed at $15.99 will get an offer for $13, but if I list them at $17.99, they'll offer us $15. So that's a little, I don't know if you sell a lot of leggings, but that could be a trick that you do. Or maybe you sell them for more than we do, so tell us your tricks. So the next thing that sold, this was actually incredible because these were letters that I sourced myself. I did all of the finding and purchasing by myself.
That's cool.
But they both in total sold for $41.98 plus $7.98 shipping, but I refunded the guy a little bit because we didn't need all of that for the letters. But to individually go through them, one was from 1576. It was just some French document, but that one individually was $17.99 plus $3.99 shipping. 2 bids.
That's cool.
And then this one was from 1586, another French document. I genuinely do not have any idea what they were even about, but this one sold for $23.99 with 2 bids on it. So that was really exciting for us.
That's cool.
I knew it. Okay, so backtrack to the last Tommy Tippy cup sip thingy that we had that I said sold for $1. It had to be canceled because the woman reached out to us and was like, "Hey, I will pay you Friday by my paycheck or whatever," and never ended up paying us. And I was like, okay, it's $4.99. Like, you probably shouldn't be buying that if you can't send us that, like, that day. So we had to end up canceling it because she didn't pay for 3 weeks. I waited for 3 weeks for
So
this.
that was my mistake getting that
okay.
screenshot.
It's okay, it's okay. But so I relisted it. I was gonna say, because I remember it selling it for more. So I relisted it and it sold for the full asking price of $2.99.
Hey.
So we ended up making an extra $1.99. In all jokes aside, I kid about the $4.99. I was just salty because I had to wait 3 weeks before I was finally like, all right, so she's not gonna pay, because I reached out to her like 4 times. I was like, hey, we really don't mind waiting, like just let me know or whatever. Never got back out to me. I know. Oh well, it sold for more a little later on, so
Yeah, we got it.
this was actually really funny because, so this is a size 8 and it was like marked a size 8, but definitely was not a size 8. Like, really, really tiny. And so the person who wanted it was like, okay, hello, it looks a lot smaller than a size 8. Is there any way that like you could measure it and just tell me like what it was? And I was like, yeah, definitely smaller than a size 8. And then she was like, well, can you like measure it on you and tell me how it fits on you? And I was like, I mean, I guess. So we took, remember we took measurements of my waist?
Still blows my mind.
We took measurements of my waist and then we took
How did
it
she know
on
you were a
my body.
girl? Like, it's Martin's gold.
Because, like, I mean, we have a picture of both of us and it says
Okay.
Martin and Christina on it. Like, I know it just says Martin's gold, but
I don't really check our eBay store. I didn't
Yeah.
know that,
but yeah, so we went
so
through
weird.
hoops to get this woman to buy it.
I had
So
to measure Christina's waist with a string and a tape measure.
Yeah, because we couldn't find one of those.
We don't have a
loose
string
ones.
tape measure, so we had to take a
I
rope,
forgot.
wrap it around,
Yeah.
pinch it, and see how long it was.
Yeah, so that's our getaway of measuring that. But so anyways, long story short, good ending. She ended up, it was on sale for $21.24 plus $3.99 shipping, so she bought it. Hopefully it fit her well, because she was like, I'm in between 2 different sizes. I don't really know. And I was like, I mean, here's me.
Just pull the trigger.
So here's me, here's my measurements, here's what the skirt is. And so yeah, whatever. I don't know if she ever left us feedback. I can't remember. But next thing that sold was a new in-box Fisher-Price Disney Finding Nemo nesting toy. So that means they fit inside of each other. Oh yeah, sorry. They fit inside of each other, but they're really cool. They're bath toys, so they float around. But this sold for $20 plus $3.99 shipping.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad. Ah!
This is, yeah.
Alright, so this is actually funny because I was thinking that there was something 18 plus in here, but Martin made it not 18 plus, so
I took the screenshot of the back of the calendar because it's actually in a video of another gold video, a gold that sold video, and I put like a viewer discretion is advised over it, but it's just
it's called a Snap-on Tools calendar. So there were Snap-on girls and they posed in, I mean, they were like as classy as you could get for like bikini models, I guess. But
I never looked at it.
they were, so it's X-rated. I'm sorry, it's PG-18, whatever.
PG-18.
But it sold for $15.29 plus $3.99 shipping, and that was the last of 4 of them that we had.
Yeah, I think we had 3 or 4.
Yeah, and so the other one sold in a lot, and then this one was actually the very first year that they made the calendars. So I was surprised that this one took so long to sell.
Yeah.
It was in bad condition though. It sat in like the bottom of a like cardboard box in a shed, like yeah, or a garage.
A barn.
Yeah. The next thing that we had sell was this LL Bean men's fleece. So this person asked us the WWT on it or something. I have no idea, but this was before eBay put the warmth weight or something in their listing. So I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means, but like because of that, I can give you like a better deal. So he sent us the $15 offer plus $2.99 shipping. So I was like, that whatever.
He's just like, I don't know your question. I'll give it to you discounted.
Well, because he was like, I'm genuinely interested in this. What are the measurements and the WWT or whatever it is? And I was like, I have no idea how to answer your last question. Like it's green. Like that's probably what I answered. So he probably was like, you idiot. But this one, we've had these creepy dolls on our eBay for a while, but this one is kind of cool. It's marked Sri Lanka, so it was made in Sri Lanka, but it sold for $15 plus $3.99 shipping. As you can tell, we accepted an offer because it was listed at $36.99, but it's okay. I had no idea what it was gonna go for, so. Next thing that sold, I actually think this might have gone to Noah Mincis, but it's a $17.98 like postcard, almost like postcard receipt. That's about it. But that sold for $8.49 plus $3.99 shipping. So Noah, if that went to you, thank you. If it didn't, it was a good flip. Next thing that sold was this limited edition set 4,418 of 7,800. It was a wrench set from Dale Earnhardt, not Junior. Snap-on, just like they're like wrenches you never use, that you just look at. But it sold for $120 plus $9.99 shipping, and we had this on our store for a while, as you can tell from the pictures. But whew, we probably sent over like 100 offers to people on this.
Oh, yeah.
And like far less than $120. So I don't know what this person, like what caught this person, but I'm thankful for it. So
seriously,
$120 plus $9.99 shipping. I was debating sending it in a flat rate envelope because it fit literally perfectly. If you remember, it literally was like,
yeah.
But I was like, this is kind of expensive to send in a bubble mailer. So we sent it in a nice box.
Oh, yeah.
Next thing that we had sell was a Pacific Trail Boys windbreaker. So nice yellow color, but it sold for $12 plus $3.99 shipping. That one actually was really cool. If it didn't sell, I probably was gonna keep it because it was like one of those mesh windbreakers, but like a rain jacket, you know, like it was really nice. So this actually is funny. This was an accidental bins pickup. This one was supposed to cover the camera.
Sometimes I throw a shirt in the cart to cover over the camera just so nobody grabs it.
Understandable. Like you saw in the last video, what happens. Somebody
tried to grab the camera out of the bins, but that was my fault trying to get a time lapse of putting my camera right in the bins.
I am always so sketched about that, and finally when it happened, I was like,
I'll still do it.
You probably can see my face.
I just won't walk like at least 15 feet away from it. Stay close, keep my eye on it.
But anyways, it was an Express men's V-neck pullover. I overpriced this one at $22.99, so I was very happy we even got a $10 offer on it. So plus $3.99 shipping,
not bad.
We got it out. Next two, we are so grateful for Cajun Reseller and Milton Garcia.
This is awesome.
You guys rock, you are amazing, and we're so thankful.
This was funny, but it kind of sucked at the same time, one of those bittersweet moments.
Yes, so during our 24-hour live stream, we decided the last 2 hours we were gonna take to pack up our like 12 shipments, whatever it was. And as I was about to finish, I reloaded my page and another order came through, and it was Cajun Reseller. Keep crushing it. Left the 24-hour live stream just a little bit longer.
So funny.
And I was like, dude.
Come on.
And then I finished packing up that order, and Milton Garcia comes in with another one. Keep on shipping.
So funny.
So both of those sold for $13. The one that KG Reseller, yes, thank you so much. But the one that KG Reseller purchased was from Dollar Tag Day from a while ago.
Oh yeah.
It sold for $13.59 plus $3.99 shipping. And then the one that Milton Garcia purchased was actually a really cool shirt. It was from 1987. It was the California Raisins, if you guys ever heard of them, but he paid $13.25 plus $3.99 shipping. So thank you so much to both of you.
Seriously.
I probably was very annoyed during the live stream, and it's a good thing we can't go back and watch it.
I know,
so probably be salty. But thank you.
Yeah, YouTube never uploaded our 24-hour live stream, so.
And oh my gosh, how could we forget? So, Victoria tried to continue our shipping a little bit longer during our live stream.
We didn't continue with it though.
Because we could not find these flags anywhere. We ended up finding them, like, by the way, I put them in, there was a lot of 5, I put them in one poly bag and they folded up to about 1/2 inch.
It was under a bunch of toys.
under a book probably.
It was
like, it took forever to find, but we finally got them out. So thank you, Victoria.
Thank you, Victoria.
$20 plus $3.99 shipping. So that was incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
And then our first Lululemons find at the bins.
This was cool.
Sold for $25 plus $3.99 shipping. I listed them at $36.99, but kind of figured they wouldn't go for that much just because they weren't great quality. They were a little bit older, and I literally had to take my old razor and like shave the fuzzies off of the pants because it was that type of material that like the pants itself could create fuzzies, and it like it was so bad. So I shaved those things, put them inside a poly bag, and waited for them to sell. But $25 plus $3.99 shipping.
Not bad.
All right, next thing that sold was this Chico's women's tank top. It sold for $14 plus $3.99 shipping. It was an old one that I had. Next thing that we had sell, this is actually cool. I believe you got this from the bins.
This is definitely from the bins, yeah.
It was a South African rugby hat.
Really cool.
So it was a nice 5-panel, just baseball cap, but it sold for $16.99 plus $3.99 shipping.
We'll take it all day.
Oh, yeah. This was a really good bin strip for us because all this stuff that we had, we listed and it sold really fast. So
in like a day.
Yeah. But this was a Victoria's Secret pink, large, like olive green pullover. It sold for $19 plus $3.99 shipping. And then this was cool. Zach actually gave us the Bakugan's characters on the left, but we found the bag on the right at the bins, and I'm telling you that's why it sold. The little lunch pop, no, I'm just kidding, but it sold for $30 plus $3.99 shipping. So it was 17 Bakugan in the lot plus the carrying case, the lunch bag. So I mean that was about $1.50 per character, so that's a pretty good deal.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then next, this was really exciting.
These are cool.
Birkenstocks! Brand new Birkenstocks from the bins. Men's sold for $31. Plus, I actually remember this calculated shipping was around like 11 bucks. So, about a $42 sale.
Not bad.
This next thing we picked up was a cool men's large pullover. This was another brand we had no idea it was, but it was at the bins. It looked nice, and I was like, let's give it a try.
You know what's really funny?
What?
The college picker actually posted on his story the other day. He found a pair of pants, and he was like, these pants you pick up all the time. There's $75+ anytime you'll see them. So
is it this brand?
Yeah, it was cool.
Wow. K-U-H-L.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Cool.
Cool. So that's a bolo, guys.
Yes.
We didn't even know that.
Had no, I picked it up and I was like, wow, this looks like a North Face. And then I was like, cool. Cool.
Why not? We'll try it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just like want to take a chance with some of those things because we can get it for so cheap.
Especially because we can get it for so cheap, and just because because we've been doing so many clothes, and because I've been in like retail clothes my whole life, I kind of know like when something's nicer.
Yeah. And when something's like kind of like not like off rare, but just like a nicer company rare, like that, you know, like cool, like instead of like Wrangler, you know, because they look almost the same, but it's just hard to tell which one's like an actual. So yeah, I view that with like Lululemons, you know, I don't see why those go more than normal leggings, but it's the brand, you know. So like,
it's the,
like that's what you know, like it's just like you gotta like look out for those like brands almost because the material looks the exact same. For the most part.
No. Yes and no, but yeah, I do agree with you. But next thing that we had, so we had this for a little bit. I think it's just because of the size, and I'm almost positive it went to a woman. So, but it was a men's flannel, size small. But it was actually really cool. It was like this camouflage with like hunting patterns on it. So I had like deer and stuff in the background.
It was LRG, the brand.
So that sold for $15 plus $3.99 shipping. Next thing that sold, this was exciting. So this was the Orvis suitcase. So we had this for maybe like a month and a half. It finally sold for $75 plus $25 shipping.
That was nice.
For some reason, actually, this is the first item that's ever been like this. Did not include shipping on it for some reason. So I had to send an invoice with shipping, and I was so scared to send them $25 on top of their $75 offer because it wasn't like there, didn't say anything about it. Wow. But they ended up paying, and I'm pretty sure it ended up only costing us like $34 to ship it out. Oh, cool. And the freaking packaging that it took to get inside of that. Do you remember how
we had to like make a box? It was
tape. like an entire roll of tape.
We did. Oh yeah, now that I remember that. Wow.
And we made a box for it, like he said. And this thing, like, would have been fine. Like, we were debating going back and forth between a poly bag or the box, and we ended up with the box just because of the price on it, because it's $75 and the aesthetics. Like, if I spend $75, would I want to get something in a poly bag or would I want to get in a box?
Exactly.
So we went with the box, and I was so scared it was going to eat up our whole profits, but it ended up, like I said, only costing us around $34.
It wasn't bad.
And this package was huge.
Huge.
But next thing that we had sell, we had it for quite a while. So this was a Golden State Warriors basketball hoodie. It was a kid's one, but it sold for $16 plus $3.99 shipping.
Old picture, like you guys can see.
Yes. And actually, funny enough, this was inside of a poly bag that must have like exploded, because when I pulled it out, the poly bag was like poof. And I was like, do I send it like that? I didn't. Next thing that we had sell was this Nautica men's polo. This actually sold a few months ago. Couldn't find it. We ended up finding it in the basement about 3 weeks ago when we were cleaning it out. Or no, that was in September.
That was a while ago.
All right, anyways, when we cleaned it out, and I was like, wow, that's where that shirt went. So I listed it, and it sold for $16 plus $3.99 shipping. Not
bad.
Next thing that we had sell was a pair of Dickies size 32, just regular black pants. They sold for $15 plus $3.99 shipping. Next thing, this was actually kind of funny. It was these like dinosaur toys that you get from like the doctor's office. Yeah. Like literally.
We'll take it.
But I guess I even found out what dinosaurs they were. 2 T-Rexes and a Utaceratops. Utaceratops. I don't know. But this sold for $6 plus $3.99 shipping. This, I was super excited to find Gymboree. I thought it was cool, thought it would have been worth something, but it was worth $8.74. But it was actually it was a really funny jumper. And I actually learned a lot from this, that the word onesie is basically copyrighted by Gerber. So unless you are selling the brand Gerber, you can't claim it's a onesie. And two, we also learned about Velcro. That Velcro is a veroed word, so you have to use hook and loop fastener. Hook and loop fastener. But this was just a cute little jumper that had like the turtle and the snare, like who can win the race. So it was cute. Oops, sorry. Next thing that we had sell was a lot of 8 Paw Patrol figures. Sold for $18 plus $3.99 shipping. Most of them were like bitten and chewed and like not in the best condition. So I'm surprised that they sold for this much, but the person was very happy with them. So this was actually really cool. I forgot about this. This was from the bins. It sold for $36. I guess it's maybe a bolo, but it's a vintage skating brand called Killer Loop. It actually surprised Martin because he had no idea about it. I didn't know what it was. But it was from the 90s, like, it was a pullover jacket, technically, but a half zip with a kangaroo pouch. So it was really cool. Sold for $36.99 plus $3.99 shipping. You are doing a terrible job at fake looking at the pictures.
No, I'm looking at the pictures.
So this, funny story on these. We bought these from Walmart for $1, had them listed forever. Forever. They were always constantly in our like improved listing section, and I always tried to improve them. They never did. So they never improved. Ridiculous. But finally, for some reason, one of them sold for $8.49. So we were like, let's be generous. Let's give this guy 2 extra. Yeah. All right, so we sent him 2 extra.
Why not?
Let's just leave it at that. So those sold for $8.49 plus $3.99 shipping. We'll get back to it. Then, oh, also we picked up 10, just 10 of these, okay? So that next thing that sold was a men's Nike, another one of those shirts that can crunch up into nothing kind of shirts for $11 plus $3.99 shipping. I think this is actually one of Martin's old shirts, so 100% profit for us. This next one was actually really cool. I think you got this from your old friend, right? Yep. Yeah. Okay, so this was a Craftsman like laser track tool, still worked and everything, and had a cool little case to it. It said Craftsman.
I just didn't know how to use it.
It was confusing.
It stabbed me the one time, actually.
Yeah, but it sold for $25.49 plus $3.99 shipping, and this fit inside of a padded flat rate perfectly, and I was happy sending that in a padded flat rate. It was in like a hard case.
a hard case that was already padded.
Had foam inside, as you guys could see.
You guys saw it.
But this was actually one of my old sweaters. So from Old Navy, it was an extra large. Sold for $12.74 plus $3.99 shipping. Oof, that's so dark. This is a bad picture too.
Dark picture.
Surprised it sold for that much. This was a Rockaware men's 3 extra large velour long sleeve tracksuit hoodie. So like we said last time, like Run DMC, imagine one of those hoodies. It was that. And it probably weighed 10 pounds. I'm not kidding.
It was heavy.
It was heavy. It sold for $34.99 plus $9.99 shipping. This one could not fit in a padded flat right up. It was like this fat when you stacked it or folded it. Next thing that we had sell, I knew this was gonna sell for a good price, $30.
Not bad.
We were at, is this Salvation Army? Is that the one we went with? Yeah, okay. We were at a Salvation Army and I found this for 99 cents, half off. So I paid about 49 cents for this thing. And I was like, Hugo Boss is such a good brand. How do people not like, what? It was right at the end of the racks, whatever. $30 plus $3.99 shipping. We had to sit on it for a little while, but it's like a tuxedo formal shirt. So I figured it had to go around like prom season or like winter formal season, which went around winter formal season. So good flip. Good flip. This one, Zach actually gave us to sell, was a Woolrich Expedition Chamois, like button-up shirt. It sold for $23 plus $3.99 shipping. Next thing was one of these like Finding Nemo Fisher Price toys. It was really cool actually. It's, well, I guess for kids, but it's just like very interactive. I mean, like it clicks and makes noises, like anything that you did with it. Yeah, so it was, I thought it was cool, but it sold for $12 plus $3.99 shipping. And these are the worst size, shape, or size and shape boxes in the world. It's weird, yeah. Like, it's at an angle, half box. It's so stupid. They don't fit into any normal size boxes. So back to these Jason Aldean t-shirts. So the second one that we got from Dogs of Finsta Media sold for an offer of $10 plus $3.99 shipping. Thank you so much. So we were happy to get both of those out. And then these. So this is back to the other Adidas. Yeah, so back to the Adidas wristband with the cheap price tag. Felt like forever ago. I know. These also had a cheap price tag on them. I think it was like 99 cents or something. They both sold for $10 plus $3.99 shipping. Crazy. Crazy. And what drives me crazy though is I listed them during October, or maybe right before October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They didn't sell till November. I know for a fact this sale was in November because I was like, you're like a month late. That's funny. And now back to this. So if you remember, I told you guys, we were generous and gave the last person that bought these light bulbs 5 and we had purchased 10. So we had another order and I was like, yes, all right, perfect. So I'm gonna, because at that point we still would have had one more available of 3. Plus we had 1 listing, if that makes, with a single one. So I was like, okay, word, I'm just gonna take down that last listing with the 3 of them, leave up the single one. And I kid you not, a little bit later, like the same day, another one of them sold. It was crazy. And so I was like, I was like, well, what are we gonna do now? We only bought 10, I know that, and that should total 11. And so I figured what I did was I sent the person who purchased them first, all 3 of them, and then the person who sent, or the person who purchased them second, I sent 2 of them. I refunded them their shipping, and I refunded them 50% of their order. Wow. Because that's just not fair. And they actually paid more, which I was salty about, but I was like, you bought them second, I'm sorry. Like, first come, first serve, but like, so that just goes to show, maybe don't be so kind when something finally sells and you have it still listed, because I never thought they would sell again. Or just immediately take it down, or just give them all of it. Yes, just take it all, I don't know. But so, long story short, we ended up finally selling all of those 10 light bulbs that we spent $10 for roughly $24. Oh, not bad. $20 because I had to refund the guy $4. So about $20. So we doubled our money back. Took a while. A long time. These are probably one of the, it's in our retail arbitrage. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Our retail arbitrage video at Walmart.
We digress hard, I'm sorry. But yeah, so it's been a while since we've had these, and I was so mad when in like 2 consecutive days they all sold out, and I was
so weird.
Sorry, I went out of order, just so you know.
That's okay.
So the next thing that we had sell was this pair of Newit tags, Chelsea football, which I think is actually soccer.
I think so, yeah.
But sweatpants. So we found those at the bins, and I actually didn't know they were Newit tags, so we got home, but they sold for $17 plus $3.99 shipping. Cool. This we thought for sure was gonna sell like instantly when we listed it, because we were like, wow, it looks just like a little Ralph Lauren, but it's Mickey Mouse. Like, it's so cool. It took a while to sell.
We were so ready.
We picked it up at Dollar Tag Day though, so $18 flip isn't too bad for that, plus $3.99 shipping. We were pretty happy to finally get it out. It was something that we had pre-packaged up, so we had to look for it.
Oh, you can tell it's an old picture of ours.
But yeah, so that was a good sell for us. And then this one was, we picked it up for the bins right after Halloween. A Halloween Peanuts, Snoopy singing Charlie Brown thing. It sang the typical Charlie Brown song. I can't think of it right now, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But it sold for $10 plus $3.99 shipping, and I actually was going to take the batteries out of it because I was worried about it. Forgot to, and it made it safe, so that's fine. But another tip for you guys, you can actually ship batteries if they are inside the toy itself, if you wrap the toy up good enough, or if it's like in the box, like new in box. But if it's a battery that has to come out, like say a rechargeable battery that has to charge on the side, or it doesn't go inside the toy or whatever, then you can't ship it, or you have to like disclaim, whatever. You just shouldn't ship it. But so you can ship things inside the toy. Learn that at work. Next thing that we had sell, this was an exciting one for us. These are from the bins as well, but they are Teva women's leather waterproof boots. So they're almost kind of like Timberland boots, like work boots kind of, but like fashionable. They were cute. And
it's nice, we're getting more into shoes now that we're going to the bins too, so super nice.
We have so many shoes.
We've always wanted to really get into shoes, but it was hard to find shoes because they weren't Dollar Tag on Dollar Tag Day, so we never really got shoes.
Yeah, we never. But they sold for $30 plus calculated shipping, so that was a really good flip for us, and that was fast too.
Oh yeah.
This was a tough one.
This was tough.
This, we had, it's a pair of Nippon plates. They were hand painted like daisies. They were super cute. They sold for $25 plus $10.55 shipping, and we sent them out in a box probably taller than I was, and bubble wrapped, like the thick bubble wrapped each plate.
Oh yeah, it was a lot.
It took a while, but they arrived safely and they arrived on time, and it was like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, so they were probably for their Thanksgiving, and so I'm happy. And hopefully they made it well.
I love being a middleman, selling stuff for like that, thinking of like that, you know.
Exactly. It's cool a bit because like you never know, like maybe this person had them when in their childhood. And they were like, wow, I found them again,
wow.
You know.
Surfing the web for them. Yeah. Wow, surfing the web. And we have, how old am I?
All right, Grandpa. So next thing that we had sell, finally.
This was insane. We were about to do a giveaway with these.
Seriously, like 2 days prior, I was talking to my mom, telling her that I was probably going to give these away, or she wanted them because we had picked them up. They hadn't sold. They're really nice, like, but they got no views, nothing. And then I sent somebody, we got like the most random watcher on it, and I sent them an offer of $70, and they accepted it, and I was like, wow, word.
It was funny though. These we actually bought at Marshall's for how much? Well, we didn't pay $70 for them. We paid $70 for the boots.
Yes, we paid $70 for these boots, intending to resell them for $160 because that is how much they were selling for last year.
Okay.
And they did not, and so
I thought we got them for like 30 or 40. Wow, 70. No, that's crazy.
We only got 2 pairs because we were like, let's try these out. If they sell fast, like Marshall still has a lot of them left.
I'm happy we only bought 2 pairs. Wow.
Same, yeah.
I didn't know we paid $70 for them.
Martin's in shock. We did this like a year ago, so.
Wow.
We can sell mine.
That was the worst thing on our store, but that's okay.
But I mean, it was kind of just like a wash. I'm happy that we ended up getting $70 back for them. So
we just learned from our mistakes.
Yeah, that honestly, truthfully, like I mean, I knew that we had spent $70 on them, so I'm sorry you forgot, but, didn't. But like, that was just one thing that even pushed me farther away from doing retail arbitrage, is because I was like, we spent $70 on boots that are literally sitting in our store doing nothing. That for my birthday, I'm probably gonna keep a pair, you know? Yeah. So I was like, let's thrift.
Yeah.
But anyways, the next thing that sold was a pair of Levi men's 36-34 straight slim leg pants. So they sold for $20 plus $7.85 shipping, and these babies sold within a day. I don't even think it was a day of listing, but really fast. And since then, we have tried to pick up and recreate that same deal with Levi's. Hasn't happened. Next thing that we had sell though was this Melissa and Doug, which is a really good kids brand for toys, so that's a bolo. But it's called Sunny Patch Happy Giddy Buddy Bowling Set. And that's word for word the name of the bowling set. But it sold, I had it listed for $19.99. I was really being ambitious. Whoops, sorry. I was really being ambitious. The comps were around like $6. But I was like, nope, I'm gonna get a good price on these. But they sold for $8.99 plus $3.99 shipping, so still above comps. But they were like really cheap plastic. You could like, and like they'd all fall down.
Oh yeah.
So this one was really, oh no, the camera.
Just keep going.
This one was really awesome. It was a 1531 King Francois document, really cool, written on vellum, which is animal skin, but it sold for $95 plus $3.99 shipping.
That was cool.
Next thing was this Clemson Tigers hoodie that my brother actually gave me to sell. Sold for $20 plus $3.99 shipping, and it actually had a stain on it.
That's cool.
This was a women's fashion scarf. I had no idea how else to list this. There was no brand, nothing on it. Mama Gold gave it to us. But
I like the picture.
Thank you. Sold for $9 plus $3.99 shipping. So a good flip. Next thing was this pair of LL Bean women's yoga pants. They had the zipper on the back. So they sold for $15 plus $3.99 shipping. Very good flip. This actually sold to Bailey.
Hey, thank you, Bailey.
But I almost said Bailey, so sorry. But these were Victoria's Secret pink women's leggings. They sold for $15, thank you, plus $3.99 shipping.
That's cool.
Another Vera Bradley bag.
Vera Bradley.
This was in the pattern pink paisley, sold for $14 plus $3.99 shipping. This, finally, another pair of yoga pants. Look at, my case stands true. $17.99, and they offered us $15.29. But they were size medium from the bins. These, Martin like drags me for not listing these, but finally got around to listing these Volcom men's.
After like a month.
Like 5 months, but Volcom men's shoes. They sold for $26.99 plus calculated shipping, so should have listed them earlier. This was another amazing flip on our end. It was a $60 sale, but it was a 1578 vintage antique document from France as well. This was really cool as well. Cool. This was actually a will, so you're basically what you give to people after you pass away. Yeah. But
well, what people read after you pass. You don't give it to somebody after you pass.
No.
It was just funny how you worded it.
Like the stuff you're giving them is what I mean. But it sold for $20.99 plus $3.99 shipping. It had this cool little flap on the bottom of it. Mm-hmm. This was another Tommy Hilfiger sweater that we had. It sold for $15 plus $3.99 shipping, and this is in the pattern Argyle. If you guys don't know, that's what it's called, Argyle. It took me forever to find that. This was really cool. It was a salt and pepper shaker without the plug.
Yeah, no plugs.
But it sold for $20 plus $7.85 shipping. It was made in Germany and hand painted, so I think that's why I went for so much. But this one is a New York & Company tank top. It was actually an old one of mine. It sold for $9 plus $3.99 shipping. We had those forever. Literally forever.
Forever.
This was really cool. Every time I look at this, I think of a nurse's dress.
Seriously, like, I think of an Amish woman.
Yeah, but it was a vintage Brooks Brothers women's striped pilgrim style old-fashioned dress. $20 plus $3.99 shipping, so good flip for us. Next was a pair of Nike Pro boys training pants. These sold for $14 plus $3.99 shipping. So
from the bins.
I picked these up from. Alright, next thing that we had sell was a Sony DVD player that we had for a very long time.
Very long time.
But it sold for $15 plus $3.99 shipping, and I think this is actually one of your old ones.
I think it was my old one, yeah.
Okay. Next thing was a pair of Nike men's sweatpants. These were a pair of Martin's old sweatpants. They sold for $16.99 plus $3.99 shipping. And they actually were embroidered. It looks like it's a vinyl patch, but it's embroidered.
It was embroidered.
Next thing was this 1974 Fisher-Price single toy. It sold for $4.24 plus $3.99 shipping, but I figured since it was so old, it had to have sold, so.
Can't complain.
Next thing that we had sell was this women's Dickies puffer jacket. So we were really excited about this one. There were some cigarette holes in it, I'm not gonna lie, but those are disclaimed. It sold for $24 though, plus $3.99 shipping. And it actually was a lot more lightweight than that picture looks, because I went to pick it up off the hanger, expecting it to be heavy, and I was like, phew, and went flying backwards.
That's funny.
Next thing though that we had sell was a women's New York & Company tank top, another old one that I had. It sold for $7 plus $3.99 shipping, but a cool color, so I figured that we should list it. Next thing, finally, we're really excited about this one, but it was a Navy windbreaker, so like the US Navy. It said Navy right on the back, and then it sold for $20 plus $3.99 shipping, but it was covered in patches. Yeah. So I'm like on the back. It was really cool, and I was finally happy to get that out though.
Not Old Navy, but Navy.
Yes.
I just like to make that joke when we sold it.
This was actually kind of funny. So we had these listed at like $22 plus calculated shipping or something. It was somewhere around there. But this person messaged us and was like, how about $30 plus free shipping? And I was like, okay, you do realize that's $22 plus our shipping, but what? It's fine. So we did that.
It's fine.
We fit it in, I think, a padded bubble mailer, because it was all just small tools that
we actually put it in a box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so it went in a box. But yeah, so $30 plus free shipping. Not bad.
Not bad.
For just a lot of 150 Dremel tools.
Old tools.
Yes. Next thing that sold was a Hard Rock Cafe Biloxi. Someone correct. It was Cajun. He corrected me, but I said Biloxi. So $7, but it was a good flip, an old one of ours. Next thing, this was something that we tried out from the bin. So like we were saying about that cool brand, this was Prana. So no, it didn't sell for a lot, but it sold very fast within a day, but it sold for $12 plus $3.99 shipping. But it was just like a workout tank top with a built-in bra inside of it. So it was a nicer one.
Oh, that's cool.
This we were really happy to get out too.
So happy.
Finally, an ESPN
big
crew neck pullover, extra large. It sold for $15 plus $3.99 shipping. So like you can see in those pictures, old picture. So we were happy to get it out. This one, it was not soft at all on the inside. It was so worn. Someone put it through the dryer like 50,000 times for whatever. It was an Under Armour women's hoodie that sold for $12 plus $3.99 shipping. It was also a small, which we don't really have good luck with smaller items, so I was happy it was a quick flip. Next was a pair of Eddie Bauer men's pants. We picked these up, I believe, from Dollar Tag Day at Goodwill. For $1 and then sold them for $9. But if you guys remember when we were picking up Eddie Bauer, we're like, all right, we're gonna try Eddie Bauer out. Like, we've heard it's a good brand. This is the first Eddie Bauer item that has finally sold for $9.
Oh boy.
It's not a good brand. Maybe if you can find stuff that's brand new, super rare, old, vintage,
very vintage,
like, go for that. But the regular plain Jane Eddie Bauer that you can buy regularly, just pass.
Learn from our mistakes.
Next thing that we had sell was an 1806 Strasbourg. I love that. Strasbourg, I don't know, but from France. Sold for $9.34. It was like a handwritten love letter, I believe. Then next thing that sold, oh, this was actually a really good sale. It was $49.99. It was a 1682 guard protection letter, and it mentions the Knights of Courcelles. So I don't know if they were maybe a more popular thing, but sold for $49.99.
Hey, we'll take it.
Thank you, Duncan. This actually went to Logan McPherson.
Thank
you. Apologies if I pronounced your name wrong. never let us know that this was him throughout the whole transaction.
Yeah.
Drove me nuts. Okay.
Had us go through hoops.
All right, I would have rather have just sent you all of the items that were in the. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you so much for purchasing this from us. We're glad that we could have accommodated it for you and got you those 2 Bears, Chicago Bears items. But those sold for $11.99 plus $3.99 shipping. Yeah. And I would have given them to you for free.
But thank you.
But thank you. Next thing was a vintage Champion Eco sweater. So it sold for $23.99 plus $3.99 shipping. It was a bins pick and it sold very, very quick.
Not bad.
Next thing, I know when I picked this up, I was like, wow, I know this is a good brand, blah, 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 let me try to sell it. The limited, even new with tags, does not sell very quickly. This was a really nice blue t-shirt we picked up at Dollar Tag Day. It sold for $10, finally, and then $3.99 shipping. This was actually funny. We both thought that we took this off the eBay store because Martin actually wanted to end up keeping it, but it sold for $16. So
we'll take it.
Wow, it's a good thing that we included instructions. It literally says with instructions. Wow. We were gonna take them out. Sold for $16 plus $3.99 shipping. Just the box for his Apple Watch.
No watch.
This, another old one.
Old.
Levi Men's California Republic t-shirt sold for $6 plus $3.99 shipping. Then we had a pair of Montreal Canadiens 1989 sweatpants sell for $21.24 plus $3.99 shipping. A Victoria's Secret Dream Angels push-up bra for $18. That was a size 38D, so a bigger size. Good flip.
Good flip.
Next thing was an Express women's top, sold for $14.44. It was a size small, so we were happy with that flip. We picked it up at Goodwill a while ago.
Happy to get that out.
Next thing we found at the bins as well was this Victoria's Secret pink pullover crew neck. This sold for $20 plus $3.99 shipping, and I love the maroon color, so if it would have fit, I would have kept it. This was another pair of Walmart pants that sold for well over what I paid for them, but $11.89 plus $3.99 shipping for these mesh leggings. Really nice. They have pockets, so yeah. Next thing was this Converse men's size 9. Women's size 11. They sold for $16.49 plus calculated shipping, and we picked these up from the bins not too long ago. And then this, I was so happy to get out finally, was this Forrestal women's jacket. I didn't think it was ever gonna sell, but finally sold during like Black Friday for $14.55. Next, a pair of Victoria's Secret yoga pants for $11.69 during our Black Friday sale, plus $3.99 shipping.
That's cool.
And then our first Maurice's sale. So this sold for $10.01 plus $3.99 shipping. We picked this up really like not that long ago.
Just, yeah.
And then another one of Zach's shirts, a Woolworths Expedition Samoa red one, sold for $20.
Not bad.
This was actually, we got these for free at the bins because reusable bags are free, but a lot of 2 Vineyard Vines reusable bags for $10 plus $3.99 shipping. So
that was cool. That
was great. Next was this pair of women's Chaco's strappy flip-flop kind of deal. They sold for $20.74 plus calculated shipping, and those sold within a day.
Oh yeah, that was in our recent hauls.
Next was this convertible dress with those sleeves that aren't sleeves.
Yeah.
It sold for $12.99 plus $3.99 shipping, and that was new with tags. Then we had this Rocket Raccoon figure sell for
real old.
$11.19. This has been through the pictures, all works. But $11.19 plus $3.99 shipping. And then finally, somebody paid for this Cabbage Patch Kid, so it was $20 plus $3.99 shipping. We had it sitting and waiting for payment for somebody for like 3 weeks, and then finally we canceled it. Next was this Victoria's Secret women's flowy t-shirt. It sold for $13.29 plus $3.99 shipping, and we picked that up at the bins recently as well. This one, I can't believe it sold for $40.
Yeah, crazy.
I was telling Martin I almost relisted it for like $20. But it was a vintage reversible Nautica jacket, so super, super cool, but $40.01. Alright, so next item that we have was a Calvin Klein cardigan. It was actually one of my old cardigans that I got when I used to work at Macy's. So I got it for free, but it was $13 plus $3.99 shipping, so good flip that we've had forever.
Take that all day.
This was Buffalo Bills. It was the weirdest hat I've ever seen.
Very
weird.
It was
a sweater cap.
Yeah, you've never really seen those though?
No.
It's just like a beanie with like a half brim almost.
Yes, beanie. I was trying to call it whatever Nashville Flippers called it because it didn't look
Oh,
like
a stocking cap?
Stocking cap, there we go. But next thing that sold was a Vera Bradley. It's called Canterbury Magenta. It was the retired pattern, but that sold for $22.49. So it was the hipster, really basic crossbody look.
Oh yeah.
And then next was actually another item of Martin's camera covering.
It's funny that they sell them.
I know. It was an American Eagle men's pullover that sold for $7 plus $3.99 shipping. So can't complain because it was only supposed to be a camera cover-up. Next thing that sold, we actually just received positive feedback, but it was a new with tags American Eagle, like double layer tank top. I don't know, but this is actually on our old mannequin. Wow, I just realized. But yeah, so that was a good flip on us. So $15 plus $3.99 shipping from the bins.
From the bins.
And then next, so we actually listed this as an extra large, but it was a large and we couldn't find it because we were looking in the wrong bin. So it was listed wrong, but the person actually was like, wow, large will fit me so much better. So they sent us an offer of $10 plus $3.99 shipping and we got it out to them.
That's funny.
Next thing that sold was this Cabana maybe by CDF.
Yeah,
it was
just cool material.
Yeah, it was a really cool like Hawaiian button-up, Hawaiian shirt button-up, but that sold for $13 plus $3.99 shipping, so really good deal on that one. This gave us a tough
run for our money.
Tough time. Worth the $22 sale, I guess. But it was a 1976 Coca-Cola brass belt buckle that sold for $22 plus $3.99 shipping. So although we had to look literally for 5 days all over the house, we ended up finding my AirPods, looking for it, and we found the belt buckle. So
in the last possible bin that we could have checked.
The last one possible. So this next sale was 4 letters that actually went to the same person, but they were all addressed to Mr. David Thomas of Ironworks, Allentown, Pennsylvania. We have sold many of these letters addressed to this gentleman, actually to this buyer before, but in total we had an $18.98 purchase and then a $24 purchase, and then we refunded him $7.98 for shipping. But to go through all of them, it was an 1840 stampless letter that was $5.99, and then we had another 1840 stampless letter that was $12.99.
That's funny.
Then we had an 1839 stampless letter for $12 and an 1841 another stampless letter for another $12.
Not bad.
So pretty good flip. It was really exciting because, like I said, we've sold to him before, so I was excited. I don't think he remembered it was us, but I was like,
that's funny.
I can't wait. But that was, so like I said, good sale on our end. And then we sold this Lucky Brand women's t-shirt. This was actually one of Mama Gold's, and I was really unsure if like she wanted it or not because it sat in our like living room for a while.
Yeah.
But we ended up selling it for $10 plus $3.99 shipping because she gave us the okay. And then we sold this Fisher-Price Finding Nemo, another one of these like bath toys. So
this was like the last
common
one.
trend. I think it's the last one. I think actually there's one more still listed now that I say that. But this sold for $25. So this is actually a cool one with like a ramp and like noises and stuff. So that was cool. Plus $3.99 shipping.
Not bad. We'll take it.
Another annoying box though. This was pretty cool. It was the apple, like that really basic apple design. It's called Casuals by China Pearl. It was a teapot, sold for $19.99 plus calculated shipping. It only went to Pennsylvania, so it only cost us $7.99 to ship it. And we went and did some extra work for it. I actually packaged it up at my job with bubble wrap and styrofoam to make sure, like chips, to make sure that it arrived safely for them, because it was really like, it seemed flimsier on like the handle part and the spout part, so I really didn't want it to arrive broken. I would have cried. And then next we have this J. Crew women's, it's called a herringbone Peter Pan collar. That's what that jeweled collar is called, but it sold for $14 plus $3.99 shipping. So that was, if you remember, I said I was really excited to try out J. Crew to see if it sells well. This sold within literally, like, I listed it this morning, and it sold later today. So
that's crazy.
J. Crew, maybe a bolo, maybe not everything because I have some other stuff listed, but actually the other J. Crew hoodie that I have listed, someone wants measurements on it, so someone might buy it, that one. And then next, this is actually really cool. It's one of the Fisher Price. It's called a Laugh and Learn Smart Stages puppy. This one was actually made in East Aurora, which isn't too far from us.
That's funny.
And it still works and everything, still has the batteries in it. You can touch it and it was really annoying. And then this actually blew my mind. This person paid $13 shipping for this.
That's crazy.
This was actually a more recent sale that we have to ship out actually, but came from the bins. It's those, like, I literally was explaining it to Martin earlier, like a shoulder and a socket. I was like, those toys that move. But they're called Infinitoy Zoobs for preschoolers because they're the bigger ones. So whatever, they sold for $9 plus $13 shipping. Insane.
So not bad.
That says $8.30, but I promise you it's $13. And
so then last thing, we actually had a sale during this video in the making, so we might as well share that one with you.
Yes, so this is actually so funny. Maybe Martin will get this part of the video in it, but I was like, wow, I knew this was gonna sell, blah, blah, blah. But it was literally M&M's women's 2 extra large, like, you can see it, like, just funny t-shirt, and it was literally, it's the only thing, I'm trying to look around, there's nothing down here, but the only thing from that bins haul that has sold so far. So as I was listing it and taking pictures of it, it was the last thing, and I was like, this is so stupid, I wish I didn't have to take pictures of it. And I was like, wow, this is probably gonna be the only thing that sells. And here we are. But that was the last of our 186 sales now.
Wow.
So yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hope you gained some knowledge from that. Smash that like button, crush that like button. Leave a comment down below what your favorite sale was, what your favorite tip was, if you had any funny moments.
If you sold any of these before.
Yeah, or give us some tips on stuff that we should sell. I don't know.
Pass up, be like, please don't sell that again.
But thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Peace, guys. Till next time, crush it.
Gotta make sure you stay toasty. Come on. This way. This way. You have snow all over your face. You should film his face.